Star Galactica.
That was early 2000s, but yeah,
there was two versions of it. There was also one.
The 70s, 80s.
Babylon 5.
Oh, Babylon 5, that's a big one.
Which I just read a Doctor Who story yesterday for another podcast. Fiction Paradox, if anybody wants to listen to me talk about books and short stories about the Eighth Doctor. Anyway, and because it's like 1998 or whatever, they mentioned Babylon 5, and it was really hilarious to me.
I mean, if you've seen Space, one of the most funny lines when he tries to get fired from the comic shop is like, Babylon 5 is a big pile of shit.
That's hilarious.
You're fired!
That's so funny.
Oh,
My goodness.
hilarious.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that is our episode, everybody. I am excited to come back again in a couple weeks and talk about part 2. I think part 2 has a really nice full story to this arc, so we'll talk about that. But before we go, Scott, definitely tell everybody a little bit about like where they could find you on the interwebs, if you have any shows or blogs or anything that you'd like to plug, please do so now.
All right, so I'm the editor of EuroCultAB.com. I just scrapped the original version of the website, so we just put a new version up, so it doesn't have as deep an archive, but we review Blu-rays and DVDs and UHD disc of cult horror classic films. Also, once a month, I run a
few that were like just regular mainstream movies back in the day, and then I moved and I got a little lost and didn't do it anymore.
Those reviews are me and my assistant editor Tyler Miller are working to get the archive back on the new website. I got fed up because I was using this drag and drop Dreamweaver knockoff for 10 years, and it took like 45 minutes to put 2 reviews up, very slow. So I did a WordPress thing. Besides the point. Last Saturday of every month, if you look on Facebook for Movie Party Crew, me and Richard Glenn Schmidt of DoomMoviesOn.com, we live tweet a movie, usually horror or occasionally Asian action, with a unique hashtag. We just did Sorority House Massacre last week. I think next month, I can't remember what we're doing actually, but it's probably a horror movie. Anyway, it's fun. You can tweet along. Just follow the hashtag. Look up Movie Party Crew on Facebook, and you'll find out what our secret hashtag of the month is. And we'll run around and do Pee-wee's Playhouse style noises if you say it out loud. That's basically it.
Awesome. Well, I hope everybody has a chance to check out your website. I hope everybody has a chance to follow along with your live watch stuff. And I am looking forward to having you back on in a couple weeks where we'll be talking about part 2 of the story arc. Yeah. Always exciting to have another Star Trek fan on and talk about what they love about Trek. And, you know, we lovingly pick apart episodes. I mean, we poke fun, of course, where fun can be poked. Because if you can't laugh at your fandom, like, what are we doing?
Oh, no, I get it. And honestly, I mean, like, I think most of us grew up, like, around the late 90s, early 2000s, and, you know, just growing up with these fashion trends and then seeing them reflected in the science fiction of the era. You're just like, oh my God, I saw that at the mall, and then I saw it on Star Trek!
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Really surprised that none of them had, like, fedoras for their uniform.
Right. Oh, man.
I listened to Social D for fun.
Oh, man. So, definitely, come back next time for part 2 of the story arc. Scott will be back. Brooke will be back, of course. I'll be back. And you get to hear us talk about a whole nother new episode. Brooke, thanks so much. Always.
I could just talk about Spock's brain the entire time.
I mean, I guess. I really want to.
All right. You have a great night.
All right. Anyways, we'll talk to y'all soon. Until we see you again, keep boldly going where no one has gone before. See y'all.
The Cardcast is hosted by Rebecca and Brooke. You can find us at facebook.com/PicardCast, on twitter.com @ThePicardCast, or email us at picardcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and boldly go where no one has gone before.